Alright, today's video we're going to be taking a look at this 2.5-inch USB hard drive that comes preloaded with thousands upon thousands of retro video games. In fact, it claims over 100,000. This is a plug-and-play solution for those of you out there that maybe have an old laptop or an old desktop PC lying around that isn't getting used a lot. It can easily be turned into a full-fledged, hard-hitting retro video game machine by simply plugging this in. So we'll go ahead and unbox it, so to speak, but as you can tell, this is a no frills, no thrills presentation. I mean, this is just your standard USB package. You do have a user manual. This is the Base RB2. The 2 stands for terabytes, so this is a 2 terabyte drive, so plenty of room on there for the retro video games. But basically, this is just going to give you a brief overview of the product. It's going to give you the device specifications necessary for your PC, laptop, or whatever you're trying to run this off of. And if you're a Mac or a Linux user, don't worry, they also have options for you as well, according to that document. But as you can see, very slim profile enclosed, so you don't have to install this in your machine or anything like that. It connects via USB, about the size of a cell phone. USB right there, USB 3.0. It's connected, so you don't have to worry about it pulling out or anything like that. So you just simply plug that into your port and you'll be good to go. Or it also comes with a little dongle adapter here. See if I can slide that out. There we go. As I drop it on the floor. Nice little USB-C to USB-A, so you can go ahead and connect it if you would prefer to connect this hard drive up via USB-C. So very handy. Let's go ahead and plug it into the PC and see what it's all about, shall we? All right, when you first plug in the USB hard drive, you'll first obviously need to locate it. It is defaulted as the E drive here. The RetroBat is the name of it. You'll have a couple of folders and a README file. Obviously, you want to click on that. This is basically the user manual. It'll tell you the minimum system requirements you'll need for your PC, laptop, whatever kind of system you're using this hard drive on that you've ordered. You'll also need to ideally run some of the redistributable files and make sure they're on your PC. It's very easy. It's intuitive. You just double click it, pulls it up, and it'll check and install any files you're missing. It does say that you need to have a non-admin account, so you can't be running your PC on admin. But let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to click on the RetroBat folder, open up the exe file, and it'll pull up our RetroBat user interface. Go through its little opening splash screen here. Doesn't take very long to load. Obviously, that does depend on each and every person's individual PC requirements, but the one I'm using right now, nothing fancy, not like a super top-of-the-line gaming PC or anything like that. But as you can see, we have this splash screen with all of our systems over here to the right, all games, 100,346 games, it says. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not true. In reality, it's probably closer to 30, maybe 40,000 games tops, but yeah, 100,000 definitely not. There's tons of filler, fluff, duplicate files on here. For the most part, though, scrolling through your system is very easy to find. You'll see the number of games. So it says arcade games. There's 39,168, but the moment I click in here, you'll see tons and tons of duplicates. So 10 by 10, there's what looks to be, 30 copies of this game, to say the least. So that's where you're going to get those inflated numbers. Lots of great games on here, lots of great systems. Go ahead and go back and we'll scroll through them. Light gun games, that's great, 450. Again, lots of duplicates you're going to see in here. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt as far as the numbers, but there are a lot of great games on here. This default theme, so to speak, I'm not necessarily a big fan of it. It is good for categorization, but whoever put this hard drive together didn't really do the greatest job. So, Atari, it says there's only 2 games. Capcom, there's only 31 games. Cinematronics, so it's got the, the Dirk the Daring Dragon's Lair there. 4 games, you click on it, and not a single one of those 4 games is Dragon's Lair. So, things like that, it's just a little bit annoying. Data East, I mean, obviously Data East has made more than 3 games, so these 3 games, yeah, it's not what you're looking for. So a lot of these company separated, categories over here are just a waste of space, and you can remove these in the menu options. Gonna hit start on your controller, you'd go to user interface settings, game settings, and kind of remove those. If you want to change the theme, like I said, there's different options out there. You can download them completely free off the internet. It's very easy to do. You change it that way. Go back. Same thing with your controller settings. Configure your controllers. Set up a gamepad, fight stick, whatever you got. Plug it in. Bluetooth controllers. They all work on this type of thing. So scroll down. Our arcade games, great. It's basically going to have full, complete listings of all your favorite titles for the most part. But again, like I said, with these categories, Universal, Visco, One Game, I mean, that's just a waste of space. But when you actually get to the systems, everything for the most part is categorized and put together very thoroughly. And it's, for the most part, complete system catalogs. So that's a great feature. But the arcade is the weirdest thing on here. Is the arcade is the hardest one to find the game you want to play because of the unnecessary filler. However, you can search these categories. So you pull up the search menu and you could type in whatever you want to search for. Let's just type in NBA and it'll pull up any game that has that in that folder. So overall, emulation on this is great. It's using all sorts of great features and functionalities, all the latest and greatest emulators. You're going to have a good experience with the game emulation as long as your system requirements meet the minimum requirements. So enough talking about it. Let me show you some of the emulation from this 2 terabyte hard drive.
Antidote.
Here, take this! A man with golden eyes said to give it to you. How did I get myself into this mess?
Shotgun.
Game set だ。
versus Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. Ready, go!
At the end of the day, this USB drive is a nice little plug-and-play solution for those of you out there that maybe have an old laptop or a desktop sitting around that isn't necessarily getting used. Well, you can turn that into a full-hitting, full-fledged retro gaming PC rather quickly with the use of this hard drive. Now, if you're interested in picking up one of these up, I'll put a product link down in the video description box below. And that does it for this video review. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.